In this video, we are going to be talking about how you can get through TSA faster without having clear or TSA pre-check.
Or the global entry.
No shortcuts over here. We're going to tell you the real way going through the regular line. My name is Sonny.
And I'm Ingrid.
And welcome to our channel, Pauni Travels. Let's jump right into it. So, the first way, and we talk about this all the time when we go on trips, is sometimes at the airports, there is like secret, unknown security lines that people may not know about. I think the best way to find out about these is when you are checking in or taking your bags to get checked in.
At the counter, yeah.
Yeah, then ask the agent that's at the counter if there's any other like security lines besides the main one. The main one that we like to use every time we go to the Salt Lake airport is the security line that's on security level 1, because a lot of people don't know about that, or they're too lazy to take the elevators down 2 levels.
No, it's 2 levels. So from drop off on level 3, we just have to take the elevator or escalators down to level 1. And just note that there's a certain time when it is opened and closed. So we like to go during the time it's open.
Or we ask the agents that are working over there
if it is open.
Yeah.
Sometimes they close for some weird reasons.
So that's way number 1, is find an unknown security line, or a security line that is not the main one that everybody will be going to.
Yes, definitely.
Next one, talked about this in our very first video, is wearing loose shoes. So shoes that'll just slip off easily, that you can put into the bin and be on your merry way through the standing up one and then going to the other side and just slipping your shoes back on. But trust me, not having to untie your shoes and retie them will save you a lot of time of getting through the TSA checkpoint.
The next one is traveling with the stroller.
Ooh.
This is not at every single airport, but most of the airports that we've been to with our kids, we've taken our stroller. And for some reason, they always let us go through like the accessible line.
Like accessible or special needs line, where they think you'll need extra time, but
yeah, but it goes by faster.
We know how to bypass the system and just pass everyone in line. But yeah, we love traveling with our kids because usually they will have those lines, and then we hop in that line and cut straight to the front, and then we have our loose shoes and everything is ready already.
Yeah.
And the other reason that taking a stroller with you is nice is because you can just take the stroller all the way up to where you start putting your bags into the scanner thing.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to go through the line where you have to stand up like this. Every time they've just had us and our kids go through the metal detector one. That saves a lot of time instead of having to wait in line to get to the security checkpoint, and then you gotta wait in line again to go stand in
through the detector.
Yeah.
The next recommendation for going through TSA faster is always having either your passport or ID and boarding pass ready, because obviously, you know, going through TSA, you're gonna have to show it. Might as well just have it in your hand ready so that you're not having to go through your purse or your bag looking for all of that. Especially if there's pressure on you and you're looking through your bag and you can't find it, you get stressed. Having it ready definitely cuts time.
The other thing with having it ready is you're gonna see if you actually have your ID on you when you're standing in line, rather than standing in line just thinking, oh yeah, I have my ID already, then you get to the front and realize that you forgot it at home, and then it was a waste of time for you standing in line that whole time when you could have just seen that you didn't have your ID on you.
Yeah, so always check before leaving your house that you have your ID, passport, whatever it is that you're using to travel, because a lot of times we see people have to go back home because they lost it or forgot minutes.
The next one is to be aware of your flight time. With our experience of traveling, we've come to realize that flights that leave in the morning, usually anytime from 6 to about 9 a.m., that's when the security lines are the longest throughout the day, and you'll need to give yourself a little bit extra time to get to the airport and go through TSA to make it to your flight on time. There's been plenty of times where people have come like maybe an hour before their flight is about to leave, and then they're over there stressing or trying to cut people in line because they are going to miss their flight. Usually when I see that in my head, I'm just like, that's what you get.
No, it's not that, but when you book a ticket, the airlines always recommend coming 2 to 3 hours if you're going domestic and 4 hours if you're going international, because obviously going through the international customs and all of that is going to take longer. Guys, those recommendations aren't just because, you know, they're just not there just for free.
Fun.
They definitely recommend a time for you to get there so that you actually make your flight. But I've seen on TikTok a lot that there's a lot of airports that have even longer wait times, especially like leaving Amsterdam. There was a wait time of up to 6 hours, which is crazy. Just always be early, because when you're early, you're on time.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before, but the other reason that you want to be aware of your flight time and you want to get there early is because airlines do have cutoff times for when they can get bags on a plane. And so if you don't make it in that time frame and your bags don't get on the plane, then you're gonna be at the airport crying because
you don't have a bag.
Yeah, because you're gonna be on the flight and your bag's still gonna be at your point of origin.
It's not just bags, but airlines have a cutoff time for passengers too. I know that most airlines, their cutoff time is 10 minutes. So 10 minutes before departure time. So if your departure time is at 11:55, it's gonna close at 11:45. The doors for the aircraft is gonna close at 11:45. Don't show up there at like 11:53 thinking that you're gonna get on when the doors are closed. They have a cutoff time for when they can get passengers on and push the plane out. So just be mindful.
Because if not, you'll be outside the door
Right.
crying,
Like,
knocking on the door.
You're gonna be stressed out. So just show up early to go through TSA, especially if you know it's already crazy, so that you're at your gate before departure time.
All right, now that we're done with that little rant, we are on to our final recommendation, suggestion to
Get through TSA faster.
get through TSA faster.
Our last recommendation is to have laptops and tablets, electronics easily accessible, so that you're not having to rummage through your bag, because that does take time. We talked about this before, but we do have like our favorite bag that we travel with. It's a black backpack that is also a suitcase, but we put all of our electronics in the front when we're traveling with our kids. Their tablets, our laptops, whatever, just goes in the very front pocket, so that we can just open it, take everything out, and not have to stress about going through luggage.
Yeah, and that's just to get through TSA. Like after we're through TSA, then we can start putting it in the main pocket, like in between clothes and stuff, so that everything's protected. But just to get through TSA, we put it in an easily accessible place.
There are so many other things, but these were our top recommendations to go through TSA a little faster. If you are like us and don't have TSA pre or clear or any of that good stuff,
if you have any recommendations for us that we may have forgotten or that we probably don't know about, comment that down below so that you can help us and the other people watching this video. With that being said, don't forget to like,
comment,
and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, guys. Thank
you.
you. See you guys.